What's up, besties and homies? It's your girl Aisha checking in, back with another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Strong Friends Check-In Podcast. Please forgive the noise in the background. I'm running the AC in the car. I was running errands, and I wanted to check in with you all really quickly just to address some of what is happening in Black America, in the political arena, and just how aggravated I am with all of the foolishness. First, I need to make this clear. This message is to average, ordinary, everyday Black Americans. This message is not to celebrities like Ricky Smiley, who receive opportunities in Hollywood in exchange for his endorsements of a particular political party or political candidate. Okay, this message is to the people who are living paycheck to paycheck, the majority of Black Americans who are feeling the pains of inflation and who are affected by all of the political shenanigans that are happening in our government right now. Ordinary people who are working, who are trying to make it, right? This message is to the Black families who know how important it is for their children to receive quality education. This message is to the Black women who truly care about Black women, not the Black women who post hashtags and think that that's all that's required of them, right? This is to the Black women who really want to make a change. This message is to people who really want to grow and develop as human beings first. And let me make this clear. My channel is for individuals who want to be lifelong learners, individuals who know that they don't know everything, people who understand that the world is bigger than their political party, their church, or their hood, that there's a whole world out here, a whole society and a whole nother world that people are going to have different opinions. And so if you're a hypersensitive person, if you're a person who's easily offended by different opinions, then you don't need to be on my channel. You don't need to watch my videos. Just keep scrolling, turn the channel, okay? Because when I get ready to speak, I'm going to speak truthfully and honestly, and I'm going to speak my opinion without filter, okay? So if you don't like it, I hold no prisoners. Those of you who have been watching my channel for a while know that I do not subscribe to groups. I don't belong to a Greek organization. I don't belong to a church. I don't belong to a political party. There is a reason that I don't subscribe to groups. I've noticed that when people join these different groups, they become extremists. They have these far left or far right views, and then they don't have the ability to think beyond or outside of that. I think for myself. I don't need anybody to think for me. I don't need a politician to think for me or to tell me which way I should vote. I don't need a member of some local congregation or some church to tell me what the Bible says. I can read. I own several Bibles, and I've been reading since I think I was a year or almost 2 years old. So I don't need anybody to think for me, and I don't need anybody to read for me. Most importantly, political parties have contributed to the division of the Black family. I mean, we hear all the time about the historical effects that politics have had on the Black community, more specifically the Black family. And I know some people are going to say, oh, well, you know, people make their own choices. You're right. People do make their own choices. But our government is highly influential. Politics influence people. I mean, it's obvious. Just look in the media and how divided Black people are in the media. Some people are far left. Some people are far right. People don't want to talk to you if you don't say you're voting for a particular candidate. I mean, to be quite honest, Black people need to get their priorities in line. We need to be focused on what's happening inside our communities and inside our families. And we don't need anybody to dictate to us how we should vote or how we should think. We need to look at what's happening in our communities and address those issues. And if there is a political candidate who is not addressing those issues, common sense says they don't deserve your vote. That's common sense, people. You don't need multiple college degrees to know that. My question is, what has your cult done for you lately? What has it done for you lately? Because if you are living paycheck to paycheck, you need to really think seriously about the people that you support and all of these different groups that you belong to that make you feel important. If you are living in a neighborhood or a community where there are food deserts or the public school system is subpar, you need to rethink your perspective. The way you're voting and all of these different groups, again, that make you feel important. I'm just going to keep it real, because what's important to me is the money that I have in my bank account, dollars and cents, and being able to pay my bills and live comfortably. That's what's important to me. Legacy is important to me. Peace of mind is important to me. Not having to worry about if I'm going to be able to rest during my retirement years. You know, am I going to have Social Security benefits? If I get sick, like my grandmother did, am I going to have to struggle? Or is my caregiver going to have to penny pinch to make sure that I have everything that I need? My grandparents worked. My grandfather was retired military. He was a military vet. There's absolutely no reason, no legitimate reason that I should have ever had to worry about where I was going to put my grandmother when she was diagnosed with dementia. I took her into my home. I took care of her. But at a certain point with dementia, you have to put them in a secure facility unless you have someone at your house to watch them around the clock. She was the wife of a military vet who also worked for a period of time and paid taxes. But guess what? They said she made too much money to get Medicaid. How? She can barely pay to live. So then I had to take her in. And then when it was time for her to go to a facility, I'm counting pennies. Do you know how much it costs to pay a facility to care for a dementia patient? It costs a lot of money every month, a lot of money. So I had to pay my bills and hers. And eventually she did get a small benefit from the government, but it still wasn't enough to cover everything because Medicare didn't pay for all of her prescriptions. She had Medicare and she had TRICARE. And I still had to come out of pocket and pay the remaining balance for her prescriptions in the United States of America. So I don't really care about your political party. I don't care. I don't care about your favorite politician. I don't care. What I care about is, as a tax-paying American citizen, am I going to be able to retire comfortably? Am I going to be cared for properly as a senior in the United States of America? Is my family going to be okay? That is what I care about, because I am investing into a broken system. And your favorite politicians have not fixed it. So if you have a problem with what I'm saying, get off my channel, respectfully. That's my message. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are loved. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, it's your girl, Aisha, signing off.